Leonard Zink talked about the coming restrictions and the Federal Reserve's plan to unleash a digital currency. Leonard said that with programmable money, they will be able to do anything with a push of a button. The inflation is not transitory and the Fed is behind the eighth ball, but they are between a rock and a hard place. There's not really a whole lot they can do other than print more money and create more inflation. So, if we truly are in a runaway inflation scenario, how does one go about protecting themselves? Number 1. You want to own gold because gold has been proven over hundreds of years, thousands of years to be a true inflation hedge that cannot be biased, as per Leonard. But aside from that, you really need to be in a position to be as independent and self-sufficient as possible. We need to be as secure and independent inside of a community as we possibly can to weather what lies ahead, because this is far more than just inflation. This is a transition, a resetting of the entire financial, social and economic system. It's a road that started back in 1930. That was the beginning when they first put us on a fiat money or government based money system and started removing gold's backing. And this is the end of that great experiment where they thought they were gods and could control the rate and speed of inflation, which is why nobody realizes it, because they have on many levels been successful in getting us to think of gold as an old relic. Even though they continue to accumulate, and they accumulate roughly 20% of all the output per year. So that's not that long ago. Came out with a piece on gold's price in their currency reserves because it's real money. They said that gold held at home runs no political risk, but it is absolutely an inflation hedge. Loss of confidence has been creeping up for a very long time. But now we are at a place where the markets are super fragile and the public is super fragile. This K-shaped recovery has been really interesting because not everybody is benefiting in this. And most people are not benefiting, and the other piece is watching them try and pull globalization back from the brink when we have already had so many protests and globally, because this is really a global issue. Peace is not over. That's why they are throwing money at the masses now to keep the masses calm. We are going to know in near future how fully developed Fed's digital currency is when a little piece of Basel III starts to kick into gear, or that's postponed. So if they are ready for a major market crash, as gold is put in as a tier 1 asset and it globally annihilates the paper gold market and the paper silver market in London and in the US, that's going to have a reverberating impact, says Leonard. If they let that go through, then they are a lot further along with their digital currency. If they postpone it, then that tells us it's just like they postponed the Libor after their test in October wasn't very long after that. So the digital currencies are coming. That's programmable money. Gold money is private and it holds its value over time. The public does not need trust in it because it has the broadest base of market. Fiat money, dollar. Government money is private if you hold it physically outside the system. But they still control its value. They can do any damn thing they want to it. You will watch your principal erode and you will go spend it. You will do what they say because they can make it disappear with the push of a button. So it gives them a whole lot more control. We vote with our pocketbooks. So if the public does not use it, that's why they are giving it away in China. How are they testing it? They are giving it to people. They are going to formally introduce UBI, that is Universal Basic Income, because if it's given to you, you are more likely to use it. There's more incentive than you need to get out of the system now before we see digital currencies if you want gold and silver or if you want cryptos. Because then if you are buying gold and silver with the digital currency, there goes complete transparency and privacy. People are starting to wake up to this reality and going, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. When their words don't match their actions, it's a lie. When they do, it's the truth. According to Leonard, we are at the melt up part of the cycle where the only option for central banks is just more of the same. They cannot raise rates even though they are talking about rising rates. They are thinking about it. They are gonna buy fewer government bonds somewhere in the future, but they are going to go at a glacial pace. They are going to go super slow so the markets don't freak out. They are struggling a bit, but we are in the final melt up phase, says Leonard. The role that cryptocurrencies play is getting everybody used to going completely digital. What just happened with the FBI being able to claw back it's something like $2.3 million worth of Bitcoin from the recent hack that's gotten a lot of people quite shaken up. Since we are going through a complete reset, you need to have easy access to it or at least reasonable access to it. You need to have a little bit in the system because if you have auto bills or whatever that is, still a tool of barter but more than what you need, you are at risk of a bail in which they are definitely setting up for, allowing the banks and the corporations the tax advantages that they have so that they can ship all those earnings out and then when things crash as the pandemic was unfolding. Boeing are huge on stock buybacks, they are huge on massive dividends, and then we taxpayers had to bail them out. So if you hold your wealth inside of the system, whether it's the stock market, mutual fund, ETFs, money markets especially because we can see that plumbing for the whole financial system is broken. So Lynette says that why would you risk what you have worked for your whole life just because they choose to be risky and dangerous and transfer your wealth, so you need to be out of the system? It should be pretty obvious to everybody. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts about Lynette's views. What do you have to say about this digital currency which is a part of Fed's plan of Great Reset? And if you want more such beautiful videos, then please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also don't forget to like this video, share it with your financial friends and subscribe to this beautiful channel for more such fascinating videos.